Hello and welcome, my beautiful, beautiful Libras. This is your General Tarot and Oracle card forecast for the week of May the 12th to the 18th. So jumping right in, let's see what your download message is. You've got be kind to yourself. Let's see what we have here for your tarot messages. What do you need to see, know, and expect? Guides and spirit and guides, what do my Libras need to see, know, and expect? Let's see what we got here for this week. All right. Coming in with your first card, Libra, you've been given the Seven of Wands. Your next card is the Ten of Wands. Boy, you've been struggling with something. But you've got in the center position, you have the beautiful King of Pentacles. So that's good. Nine of Swords and the Temperance card. So you're going through some sort of a struggle this week, some of you. Remember, this is a general. It doesn't pertain to every single Libra on the planet. Take what you can from it and throw the rest out into the universe. So let's see what we've got here. Move these over because they're too close to the edge. Okay, here we go. Be kind to yourself. So this could be a week where you're feeling extra stress, extra pushed, having to do an awful lot of things, and you need to pace yourself. So do something for you. Think about your needs, take care of yourself, nurture your needs. In order for you to have the energy to get things done this week, you need to do that. So consider taking time out just to do something that you really like to do, even if it's nothing. Put your feet up, read a book, go get your nails done, go have a pedicure, a manicure, a haircut, whatever the case is. Soak in your tub, okay, because you do have to the sea here. Throw some sea salt into your bath water and get in there and just relax. Coming in with your first card, the beginning of the week, you've got rewards. So you are cashing in on all the good work you've done. Raises, bonuses, and prosperity are coming in. Keep going and keep growing. Now, for some of you, perhaps, you pushed yourself really hard at your place of work. You've been very busy, letting the powers that be know who you are and what you're made of and what an asset you are to have there under their employment. So some of you may be getting rewarded with a raise or a bonus or recognition of some sort, accommodation of some sort. This again is a general reading, but keep positive because some of you may be receiving that accolade coming in. You worked hard, you didn't give up. The Seven of Wands is what this is all about. Pushing forward, standing in your corner, defending yourself. You're growing and you're expanding by doing that. And I always say we can be direct without being abrasive, right? We can get our point across. We can set up our boundaries. We can let the powers that be know what our demands are and put them on the table, but in a very amicable manner. I do think that you've stood your ground and you've hung in there and you've worked very hard, and you do get and deserve to receive these rewards. Coming in your focus part of the reading, you've got a leap of faith. You may be jumping into something new here, okay? You are in a transition period where you need to draw on your faith, your intuition, and your knowledge and take a leap of faith. You're not going to fail, okay? You have a safety net of support in place. You will overcome your fear and find a really good outcome on this. If you do make a mistake, you have the ability to try again, right? And learn from what didn't work in the first time. But I'm telling you, when you get this card, all signs indicate that if you just trust, you will succeed. So jump head first into the void of the unknown, whatever that is. Don't be afraid of falling, because what you should be thinking about is flying, okay, being able to soar. So leap of faith is good. The hard times are over for some of you, okay? You pushed hard. You felt like you had all the burdens of the world to have to take on your shoulders. Couldn't see the trees, for the forest for the trees, that type of situation. But you make it through, okay? And I always say, you've heard me say this a million times before, if you want a job to get done, give it to a Libra. They'll fit it in their schedule one way or the other, and it'll be completed. But sometimes you push yourself too hard, and that's where be kind to yourself is coming in this week, okay? You're over the hard times. You're on your feet again. You have pushed very, very hard to get ahead, and you're going to make things easier for yourself now. You realize by being kind to yourself, you either are going to allocate some of those jobs to other people and not take all that work on yourself, or you're just going to make things easier because, yeah, you proved that you could get it done, but it wasn't fun, right? So start changing your schedule, start, booking your clients differently. If you deal with the public, just make sure that you're in control of the energy you're putting out there, okay? Now, coming in your challenge position, not much of a challenge because you have the star. The star is you. Being able to go out there, walk in your light, dreaming big, 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 and believing that you're going to receive. So for some of you, you will be. Okay, so get out there and market yourself. Let the powers be know who you are. Walk in your light. And I do think you're going to have a clear sight line now of where you want to go, because success is definitely on your doorstep. Okay, you've got this King of Pentacles, and he is the Midas touch card. He lands on his feet, comes up smelling like a rose, and he's very good in business. This person is well versed, well educated, and an expertise in business. He succeeds because he puts the work in, but he prepares himself for it. If there's doors of opportunity, new doors of opportunity opening up for you, Libra, don't be afraid to go through them. That's where this leap of faith is coming in for you. Okay, don't be afraid to do that, because these will be good. This is a good movement forward for you. You're not going to make a mistake. I don't see money as an issue this week either. Now you got to the sea. To the sea is all about being good to yourself. Okay, everything seems to work when you stop scrambling and allow yourself the opportunities to just take it all in. Okay, being in the flow, right? Returning to source and recognizing how pieces fit together. The natural progression of things, not pushing things really hard. Okay, so this is about you realizing you need to nurture yourself. You need to pace yourself. One thing you don't want is burnout. Okay, so try to get your rest too, because apparently a lot of you are worried and concerned about something, and it's playing on your mind, and you're not getting your rest. Again, you need to just look at things in a more positive way. Leave your troubles on the chair beside the bed. Do not go to bed with worries on your shoulders. We're all guilty of it at one point or another in our lives, but we find it isn't worth it. And when the sun comes up the next day, it's a brand new day, right? It's darkest before the dawn. So remember that. Try to get your rest. Try to be kind to yourself. Try to pace yourself, okay? Now, coming in next at the end of the week, possible future energy, you've got originality, and it says, blaze your own trail. Okay, you are a go-getter and a free spirit by nature. So Libra, I just said that, you get things done. You exhibit originality, courage, and even defiance. Trust me, you were born to succeed and be excited here. Okay, love and life and all of those things are coming into you. Okay, so despite your chaotic ways, okay, you are a loving and generous person, and know that you're worth it. Okay. Your mantra today is, I am worth it. I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to be original. I'm going to beat to my own drum. This is about my needs. I'm worthy of this. Coming in below that, you've got the Temperance. So you are going to take yourself to balance, because you've been struggling this week trying to get through things. Lots going on, and it's time to take yourself to center. But the universe and the powers that be and the angel standing behind you is what's going to give you little tugs and nudges this week. Oh, yeah, go for it. No, think about it. But you're going to take your time. Okay, this is a week where you're not going to be jumping into anything too quickly, even though the leap of faith is there. You're going to prepare yourself. You're mulling over ideas, you're bouncing them back and forth in your mind, and you're taking yourself to center, because you are getting ready to launch something again and move into a new beginning. You're going through transformation, even though you don't have that death card. That's what this reading is all about. You're doing something new. Okay, let's see what you've got for validation, verification, and clarification. Let's see. Spirit and guides, what do my Libras need to see, know, and expect in addition to this reading for this week? Alrighty. So I ask those of you that watch, if you haven't subscribed to me, please do that. It's free and it helps generate traffic to my channel. Everybody out here, we all say the same thing. We have maybe 60% that are, or 60% follow us, and the other 40% are not subscribing. It's free. What is free in these days? Nothing. But this is. So please, if you want to help any of your YouTube creators, that's the biggest thing you can do is subscribe to our channel. Okay, don't be afraid to leave us a comment. I love to hear from you, and I will acknowledge every one of you in one way or the other. Okay, coming in with the Seven of Wands, you've got the World card. So yes, I do think that you're making headway here. You're taking leaps forward. You've got the world at your feet now, basically. You're going to see rewards coming in for this hard work and struggle you've put in. And because you didn't roll over and give up, this is a new cycle, but it's also the end of an old one. Okay, you're moving ahead. You could also be planning an international trip. You may want to go to a different culture, or go to a different part of the world where you're with a different culture. You could be working with people in your job on an international level. Speaking to those, it's beautiful. You could be, that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a trip, whether it's business or pleasure. Okay, so coming in with the Ten of Wands, you've got the Page of Swords. Page of Swords is the messenger, right? All the pages come in with messages, but this particular one, it's very important. It stops you in your tracks. It might cause a delay to your plans moving ahead, but you needed to hear this, okay? Something comes in. Sometimes it's blurted out. Sometimes you find it second, third hand. You might not like how you heard it and received it, but take it. Okay, don't attack the messenger. It's important that you know this. This is to do with your leap of faith going forward. Okay, so the truth is being revealed. It's going to make you excited, and get your creative juices flowing. Coming in with that beautiful King of Pentacles and the Star, you're still worried. Okay, you struggle with yourself. You might be pulled into proving something here, but be careful how you get into any kind of a sparring. You don't want to be somebody's sparring partner, especially if there's a risk involved. And most arguments and most battles we get involved in, there's risks and consequences. So think about them long and steady here, okay? Because at the end of the day, is it worth the risk to get involved in an argument or a battle of wills this week, okay? So try to restrain yourself and step back from that, and don't get involved in anybody else's drama. Okay, coming in with the Nine of Swords, you've got the Moon. The Moon is that card of Pisces energy. You could be dealing with a water sign of Pisces. Anyway, this is a card that says you're going to trust your intuition, your gut instincts, and you know that you've got enough in your database, your education, your gifts, your talents therein to look into something here. You're going to find some information. I said with this Knight of Swords, you hear something coming in. This is a card of secrets being revealed, okay? Information that you needed to know. You may have felt as though you were in the dark for a long time, but you're going to see that it'll come to light, okay? Coming in next with the Temperance and the Originality card, you've got the Queen of Wands. I love my Queen of Wands. You know that. She's walked through the fire. She's come out the other side like the phoenix, and nothing is going to stop her moving forward. She's got her mindset. She's going after her goals. She's aiming for that bullseye, and she'll get it. And she's not going to allow anybody to interfere with her direction. Any of those doubters that are out there that are going to try to put their 2 cents worth in, and they're going to try to talk you out of something, you're going to look at them and you're going to say, you know what, this is my life. I'm going to do what I want, and you go forward. Okay, this is you. Don't let anybody talk you out of something here. You're very passionate about. You're going to end up coming out a winner. Okay, I always say she's the one that flips the bird at all the doubters and says, "Watch me," and turns her back and goes the other direction. Well, my beautiful Libras, this is your general reading for this week, and I wish you a great remainder to today and a beautiful, optimistic, healthy, happy, prosperous, and successful week. And always know I stand in this circle of love and light for you. And I will see you soon, my beautiful, beautiful Libras.